All right, so in this video, I will continue to build the bookshop class. So we come here and declare our class. Lowercase c class bookshop. Okay. And it has its own init function, dev underscore init underscore, oh no. Okay. Right, so now we need what we need now. We need to declare a book list. We need to declare a book list and instantiate it to, or sorry, not initialize it to an empty string as specified here. Say let's go to the I think the your system should store details of the books in a 2D list. Okay, let's go somewhere here. Okay, I think it's here. In the main body of the program, implement the following logic: create an initially empty 2D list, which will store all the books details as follows: books list. So let's get this name, books list, to an empty string, to an empty list, and then we populate that list later with books. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna say self.books underscore list is equals to an empty string. Then we now need to populate this list to create instances of books and create and populate the list with. So we can say let's create about 5 books. So we'll say book 1 is equal to book and the book takes 5 variables, 5 properties. The book has properties, so we're gonna give it an arbitrary ISBN. So let's just get some random ones that I had here. Remember that the ISBN must begin with 979 or 978. Okay, let's go to the specification document and read it again. Excuse me. It is written there that the specification, the ISBN must begin with 978 or 979 and must be 13 digit. Okay, so we have our first example there. This is our first example, and the next thing is the title. So I'm gonna give it an arbitrary title there. So this is an arbitrary title there. And the next argument would be the first name of the author. So get an arbitrary first name there. Okay. Give a space there. And the other one is, the next would be the last name of the author. So get an arbitrary last name of author here. All right, and we should now have the stock quantity in stock. Okay, so an arbitrary number there, just say 10. And then the cost price, an arbitrary number, say 2 euros, whatever. And then 5 euros. These are arbitrary numbers. Okay, so let's add another book. Book 2 is equal to, so just get what I have here. As book 2, and then we can go to book 3 is equal to, get another random book here. 3 is equal to that, and then we can say book 4. Obviously we can also say book, let's say book 4. We can also say book 5. Okay, so let's go step by step there. So book 4 is equal to, let's get random book here. Then book 5 is equal to, let's end it at 5. Let's create 5 random books. Okay, 5 is equal to that. Now we then need to populate these books into this list. Okay, we have 5 books, we need to populate that into the list, and we can do that by using the append function. So we can say self.books list.append, append book 1. Okay, and we do the same for all the books. Book 1, book 2, 3, 4, 5. Change these numbers to 3, 4, and 5. All right, so we have appended that. Okay, right, so let's print out the properties of this list, make sure our list is working. So let's come here, let's just say for book in self.books list. Okay, print, we want to print, let's access the properties, because the book list, each book has a property, so we want to print each property. So let's say we want to access the ISBN, so let's say print book.ISBN, let's say for each of the books that are there. So that's what we want to do. So we need to instantiate this class before we are able to access the, so that we can create, so that the constructor can create the menu. Okay, can create the list. So we say, we come out of the class, we say shop is equals to bookshop. Okay, that's how we instantiate it. And then we say, give it a space there, anchor. Then we come here, we say so we'll say shop is equals to that. So when, let's run it and see if we can print the ISBN, 5 ISBN. Let's run it. As you can see, so you remember, no printing is taking place here, the printing is taking place in the constructor. So as soon as we instantiate this class, list books is initialized to these books that are, this list is initialized to these books that we have hard coded that exist in the system already. And now we are looping through the list, the list of books, and printing out the ISBN. We can also loop and print out other properties. We can also say print a book dot first name. Okay, so we can also do that, and then you go, that's what we have there. So we can do whatever you want to do, and then it works like that. Okay, so it's actually working. All right, so but what I want to do here now is let me minimize this. We don't need this window here. What I want to do here is I want to summarize all these things that we've created here. It's a bit noisy. There's a shorter way of creating this, so I did this so you can follow and see how you can then implement what we're doing now. So all these things that we implemented can be written in simpler form like this. Excuse me. So let's just comment all this one out. All right, just leaving just a book list, empty book list there. Let's just comment all this out, and then let's place, copy and paste this. Okay, so we are creating the books inside the list itself directly, and then let's run it and see if we still have the same result. Or where is the, yeah, we're still looping here and still printing out the ISBN and the first name, so we should still have the same result. Okay, but as you can see, it's a bit shorter now. All right, so let's run it. Yeah, as you can see, we're having the same result. Okay, so we're going to take away these ones, so these ones from the same, we're using the append function the same. All right, so the next thing we want to do now is we want to call the menu in the constructor. So each time the class is instantiated, we want to display the menu. Okay, so this was just a test. Take this one out. So now we want to call the menu, which we've not the menu function which we've not defined yet. So we want to say self.menu. Okay, we're calling the menu function, which doesn't exist at the moment, but we're going to create it right now. So let's create the menu function. So we say def, put down again, def menu. Okay, so in this menu now, let's create a variable menu items. Remember they said we should create a menu like this. Let's see here. So this is how our menu should look like. We want to replicate this. We want that when the class is instantiated, this menu should display exactly like this. So that's what I want to achieve now. All right, so we say, come here and say menu items, menu underscore items is equals to a list. Okay, it is a list. I want to put that in a list, and the first in the list is 1. The first in the list is add book. Let's check it out. Okay, first in the list is add book, add a book, add a book. The second is list all books, things like that. That's what I want to do. So add a book, and the second is, so get comma there. The second is another string 2 dot list all books. All right, comma there, and then the third one is display a book's details. Let's check it out. It should be a string 3 dot, then we close the string. Okay, close the string there. Okay, books details. Let's check it out. Make sure that's what it said. Display all a book's details. Yes, search an author, update stock, and so on. So let's go to the fourth one. String 4 dot search an author. All right, author. Okay, comma, forgot comma here. Okay, and then the fifth is update stock. Let's check it out. So search and author field is update stock. The sixth is total stock value, and then exit the seventh. So sixth is the total stock value. So we have a comma here. So 6 dot total stock value. All right, our comma there, and then we have our seventh quotation mark 7 dot exit. Okay, that we have achieved that now. So that's what we have achieved. Now let's loop through the menu items and print out these menu items. So to just make sure that everything is working, so let's just say for item in menu items, we want to print item. Okay, so let's run this one and see, make sure it's working. Okay, all right, so we see here we are having our list. The first one is add a book. Just everything that we coded there is being printed out, so it's looping the menu and printing them out. That's exactly what we want. All right, so let's proceed. Okay, so now, but what I want to do is I want to actually make it a panel and put these in a panel just for semantics, for cosmetics. All right, so what I want to do here is, so let's just make a doc string to explain what we want to do here. So I'm going to say here, so let's just take this one out. We're not printing out now. Let's just take that one out and let's just put a doc string. We want to document what we want to do now. Okay, so I'm just going to put triple strings there. I say what I want to do here is I want to, we have a typo error somewhere there. I'm having a squiggling there. We're going to look at that later. So the doc string, so we want to draw a panel. So what I want to do, I want to draw a panel, and then the width is determined. So, and it's an elastic panel that's going to take care of the length of the items that are in there. So, and can expand automatically and shrink automatically. Okay, the panel that we want to create here will expand and shrink automatically depending on the length of items that are found in there. So which is determined, okay, from the longest word of the menu. Okay, and then we say we want to subtract. I know maybe it's a bit gymnastical here. So we want to subtract we want to subtract half the length of the panel title in order to centralize, okay, in order to centralize the title, okay, then we add padding. When we do that, then we add padding. Okay, so we're going to see how we want to do that. So basically we say, let's give a variable here. So we say menu, let's give a variable, let's say panel title is equal to in this case we have menu. What is that? What is panel title? What is that? These others, no, they should be in. That's why we haven't regularly. We are still in the init function. Okay, we are still in the init function. Okay, but this one is, yeah, we're still in the init function. That's too much. Let's see. Yeah, that's where it should be. So we continue. Panel underscore title is equal to menu. Okay. Column width is equal to max length word, max length word, word in new in menu items, okay. Now give a vertical space there, an empty print statement. You have a vertical space, then we say print underscore times column width print underscore times column width plus, then we add a padding. So the padding that we talked about here is what we're adding here, add column width plus 10, column width plus 10 for padding. So let's just go plus 10, not just plus 10. Say just add here, adding padding. Okay. All right, so then we'll get the mid panel, mid underscore panel, mid panel title is equal to len panel. Yeah, it's going to len panel title more 2. So len panel title, or floor division of 2. So get the floor division of 2. Here we need to first say mid panel title, mid panel title is equal to call width floor division 2. This is not mid panel title, so it's a mid panel. Mid panel should be mid panel. It's called floor division 2. The mid panel title. Panel title is also panel title. Length panel title is equal to length panel title more. Yeah, okay. So we've done that now. Then we go print. Print. So we're printing empty space times mid panel minus mid panel title plus 2, a little bit of padding of 2 pixels there. Okay. So I'll just give a little commentary here. Calculating the middle position middle and position the text, and the middle position to add text, or let's just say centralizing text. I'll just say centralizing text. Okay, central line, that's what it means. Okay, so we omit just one bracket here, bracket open here. Okay, bracket open here, and then what do we have here? Print. Not like that. Okay. Okay, so bracket here, bracket open here, then we need to double that bracket here. We're missing something here. So we have mid panel minus mid panel title. Yeah, so times mid panel minus mid panel title plus 2. Okay, comma panel title. Okay, then you put you print the panel title here. Okay, and then bracket close. Okay, so that's what was meant to be there. Then we'll say print equal sign times, how many times do we need it here? No, not plus, times print equal sign times column width, call use space, call width. Okay, then add a padding of 10. Add a padding of 10. Then we come here, we say we look now for item in menu item. We look through the items now to print them one by one now. So we say print. We are printing in the panel that we've just created now, because here we are generating a panel, and then we want to print in that panel now. So for item in menu, items, so we want to print. We'll print this. Okay, comma, and then we want to print empty space, comma, no, not comma, empty space times 2, then comma, then we print the item, which means each menu item, comma, and then we do the same space again, times, this time times column width, times column width, column width, minus len item, minus len item. Okay, then we add a padding of 2 plus 2. Okay, close the bracket, comma, and then this drawing again, then close the bracket finally. Okay, so what we have here is this empty space times column width, times column width. Okay, len item, yes, that's what it is there. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, so now let's see the panel that we've drawn. So let's run the program. We run. All right, so this is how it looks like. So these are menu items. These are the things that we've drawn. Now we need to draw this same line underneath. Okay, so we come down here after we've printed the menu items. We come down here out of the for loop, and then we say print No, we just repeat this. We're just repeating. Which one is it? We are repeating this. All right. Exactly the same. That's what I'm repeating. Then run now and see. All right. So this is our menu item now. All right.